Well, it's Saturday, the 27th. I'm going to try not to get irritated toward the end of this, like sometimes my adrenaline gets flowing and I say a couple cuss words. Doesn't matter anyway. YouTube has shadow banned me big time. I don't know any of the count is right. BitChutes, yeah, right. Sometimes takes you a day or two to get a video up. And then my view counts are just dropped like a rock over there. So I don't know. I had a bunch of pictures together on the computer. Was going to make a video about some things, but what's it matter? Yeah, I'm blocked from a few more so-called truther channels here on YouTube. And pretty well hated on a bunch of them over there on BitChutes. Because I don't pull any punches anymore. There was a channel here on YouTube a couple of days ago was talking about subliminal messaging. How people have been brainwashed. So I left a comment. Oh, like showing you the globe your whole life from a child on and everything about space to keep you from the truth of where you live. It's your home. You should know where you live. Basically, Another channel blocked me. You try to leave any comments about the flat earth in these so-called woke truther channels that gets tens, if not hundreds of thousands of views. If they were really awake, they would know that it's not a ball. That every government, every space agency, every mainstream media, and a whole lot of channels here on the web are lying to you. They would have never been able to pull this little episode off that's got everybody wearing slave masks and getting jabbed in the arm. They would have never been able to do it. But you try to wake these so-called woke people up, and you get hated for it. But didn't Jesus say, if they hate you, know they hated me first? That's what he said. And remember the Seattle deal? Supposedly on 11/3, there was a thing back in 2019 where something was supposed to happen in Seattle around the Space Needle. 11/3. 11 times 3 is 33. But nothing happened. It was supposed to be something pertaining to a football game. Turn that around. Just a matter of 4 months later, on 3/11/2020, they declared a worldwide pandemic after reaching 116,000 upside down and backwards, 9/11. So, there was something pertaining to that 11/3. We just all missed it. Had to turn it around. And they kept showing the needle, the Space Needle, and it's all about space now. Oh, they are just pumping out so many bullwinkle articles about space. And I'm just going to all these other planets, and Uranus smells like rotten eggs. And it's just unbelievable. Well, I have flagged in my to watch later and on the internet there. The last count was 248. I'm sure it's pushing 300 by now. And that was only a week ago. Every time I go on there, there's something new. No proof of anything. And 3:11 in the Bible talks about the tree of knowledge with a snake, the serpent. Got Eve to eat. Give it to Adam. Some of it must have got stuck in his throat because men have Adam's apple. Some of them now. Some of them getting shaved off and growing tits. Unbelievable. Yep. There was something to that. The Space Needle 11.3. Turn it around. 3:11. Just like Isaiah 11.6. Upside down is and backwards is 9:11. Now the wolf is drilling with the lamb. Revelations 9:11. And they had a ruler over him. And his name was Apollyon. Apollo 11. Yeah, boy, anytime I leave a comment about the flat earth in any so-called truther channel comments, if I'm not blocked, boy, their subscribers just come out with all kinds of hate and stupid stuff. Well, prove it. I started looking 5 years ago for proof of where I live. Proof I was on a ball, hurtling through space, spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, and being 93 million miles away from the light and heat source which travels through other darkness. But you travel 1,000 miles and you can get 50 degrees difference in temperature. I'm still looking for the proof that I'm on a ball. Haven't found it. So, and Biden, when he got the jab, if he got the jab, they made it look like he possibly got the jab. But the very split second that needle was supposedly penetrated in his skin was 3:22 p.m. 3:22, the tree of life. 3:22, store shooting, which I've poured over that, and that if anybody can't see that is what it truly is, they are blinded. And so many truth channels are, especially, I went back and watched a few Alex Jones just to see what he's about anymore. He is the biggest liar shield out there. He's passing that off as China was behind that. He spins it right back to China virus. The Asian hate. Now there's a double mutated strain in India. At the same time, combined together, they discovered it in testing. Give it a letter, number, name. Said one of the variants started in California. The other one was in many countries. But they ended up together in India. Look back to early 2020. They pretty much already had all these permanent stickers ready for your Walmart, your Kroger's, your Lowe's, your Menards, all your big chains to put down on permanently on these floors. Designer mask almost immediately came out. It's never going to end. This is it. And people, if all these so-called truther channels, God bless them, maybe they're doing their best, but when you try to tell them and they just reject you, for you are hated most for his name's sake. They say we're winning, more and more people are waking up. No, they ain't. If they were awake, this would have never, ever, ever happened. I, like many others, believe it because of the flat earth. People were waking up to the deception of every government that has perpetuated all the wars and all the starvation, all the slaughter of innocents. They would have never been able to pull this off. I don't know if any of this made sense. Really don't give a shit anymore. Just an old fart sitting here with my memories on the wall. Because I'm crazy, right? I can't find the proof that I live on a ball. Or I can't find proof that they ever constructed a space station 220 miles orbiting this ball. There are no videos or photographs of them doing it. Just like one other thing. I keep pouring through it and every now and again I'll go look again, I'll look again. I cannot find proof of any videos or photographs of them constructing CERN. Sure made it look real when people were waking up. But stop and think about it. At first they said it was 3 miles underground, 17-mile circle. And you bring that up to people. Well, yeah, just go look up tunneling equipment. They can surely build them tunnels. Well, yeah, I'm not disputing that. But there is no proof that they put... Do you realize how much that steel construction that they show in those images, those pictures, are supposedly 17 miles around, how much that weighs? Thousands of tons, at least. How did they get that underground into those tunnels and put it together? That would be something you'd be proud of, something you would document. There is no documentation of it, just like there is no documentation of a space station. Oh, we go back to the moon, but we lost all the data, and it's too painful to do it again. But we got a helicopter flying on Mars. You guys have a great day. Love y'all. Down the road.